This morning on DC News Now, we're going to be talking about temperatures only warming back up into the mid to upper 40s later on this afternoon. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds for your Monday afternoon. Overall, it's a quiet start to the week. However, we're keeping an eye on our next weather maker that'll be moving in for Thursday. That could bring some wintry precipitation at times. More details on the timing of that coming up.
In marking the beginning of the African Leaders Summit in Washington, D.C., what you need to know about a scattering of road closures in the nation's capital.
Plus, we're talking rising rent, what leaders in this local city want to do right now to tackle that growing problem.
And making history, what records were broken by the Artemis 1 mission, falling back to Earth 50 years to the day after the Apollo 17 moon landing.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey everybody, good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. I am Joseph Omo, in for Corey James.
And I'm Shanika Grimshaw, in for Tanaya Wright. We do want to get over to meteorologist Jackie Layer
Who
for
studies
first
meteorology.
Check. Yes, she did. She actually did. So it works out perfectly.
Yes.
What a nice picture of the Capitol.
Yeah, good morning. And this is, again, a live view of the Capitol building. Not seeing much going on. It's a relatively quiet start, although a bit breezy at times. We'll see that wind persistent through the day today. Could even see gusts in excess of 25 to close to 30 miles per hour later on this afternoon. Otherwise, we're seeing those winds right now, mainly out of the north-northwest, between 5 to 15 miles per hour in terms of those current temperatures. Those are starting off into the upper 30s to low 40s. So when you factor in that wind, feels just a little bit colder than those actual air temperatures. So again, we're right into the upper 40s to low, I should say upper 30s to low 40s, but with that wind, it's making it feel just a little bit colder. Satellite and radar, though, we're seeing some of those clouds off towards the northern half of our viewing area. To the south, down towards, say, Fredericksburg, we're seeing clear skies, and that's keeping temperatures just a little bit colder right now. Planning up the rest of your day, we'll see those highs mid-upper 40s later on today under a mix of sun and clouds. Overall, a nice way to kickstart the week. However, later on this week, we're looking at a system moving in Thursday. More details on that coming up. But Shanika's here with the on-point traffic update. How's it looking right now?
Oh, you're looking clear, Jackie. We're still in Northern Virginia. This is on the inner and outer loop right near Georgetown Pike. Now we're working with two crashes, one in Sterling off East Staunton Avenue at South Buckingham Road, and another one in Prince William off of Potomac Mills Road. Other than that, most of your major roads, they're looking all good. A look at the overall picture, it is green.
That's not something that you see that often in the DMV.
No, not at all.
Green roads. All right, heads up if you plan on moving around downtown D.C. this week, especially by the convention center. President Biden is hosting dozens of African leaders for a conference in what is one of the busiest parts of the city.
Yeah, and of course, that means a commuter shakeup the entire week. DC News Now's Lex Juarez is joining us live at Mount Vernon Triangle with what you need to know when stepping out the door this morning. Hey, Lex.
Hey, Shanika and Joseph, good to hear from you this morning. Yeah, the road closures have just now started to be put into effect starting at 6 o'clock today, and they will be in effect all week long. They're virtually going to impact everyone who it doesn't stick to strictly walking if they're going through this part of the city. Now, it's going to impact Metro Bus, Metro Rail, and the commute for drivers. The conference doesn't start until tomorrow, so the road closures will be phased in throughout the day, but they will be officially starting tonight. Everything will be in effect. Now, there will be 8 Metro bus lines that are being detoured, and the Mount Vernon Square station is going to be closed starting tonight at 5 o'clock. Metro Rail will run straight through that station on the Green Line. Now, as security preparations start, locals say that they are already having a hard time getting around the neighborhood.
To getting stuck in places and having to sneak through fencing, hoping that we don't get in trouble for sneaking through fencing, and lots of police presence everywhere.
Now, while the road closures have just started this morning, there is also emergency no parking zones that extends all the way into the downtown and some parts of DC. Now, all of these closures will be in place until through all the rest of this week. They will stop starting on Saturday morning right after we cross over into Saturday at around 12:01 in the morning or at night, depending on which way you look at it. Now, the restaurants and the businesses that are around here that are inside of this security perimeter, they are still going to be open and people can go dine and shop this week, but there will be some extra layers of security that they will need in some cases to get into those buildings or those restaurants, as well as making sure that there are certain entrances that they're going to have to take. So just like when you're planning a little more extra time with your commute this week, you're going to also need to plan a little bit of extra time if you want to go eat any of those restaurants or shop as well. Live in Mount Vernon Triangle, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Yeah, we can see behind Lex all those police cars there already starting those road closures. All right, Lex, thank you. This morning, service is back to normal on Metro's Green Line after a person was hit and killed by a train at the Anacostia Metro station early yesterday morning. Take a look. It happened just before 8 o'clock in the morning. After the person was hit, Metro shut down Green Line service between Navy Yard and Southern Avenue for several hours. But as of Sunday afternoon, all that train service has been fully restored.
And there are still many questions following a deadly shooting during a rush hour at Metro Center Station in D.C. Police are leading the investigation after an off-duty FBI agent shot and killed a man on the station platform. The gunfire sent hundreds running in a scene caught on camera. D.C. News Now's Dave Laval has the latest on the investigation.
What's interesting about the report is what it does not say, what led up to the fight between the two men. But it does shed more information on the person killed in the struggle. D.C. police say Troy Bullock committed 3 offenses during the fight: aggravated assault, he carried a pistol without a license, and was actually a convicted felon in possession of a weapon. Security footage shows Bullock on the right as he fought with the unidentified FBI agent during Wednesday night's rush hour. Both went over the edge and fell 8 feet. That's when the agent shot and killed Bullock. The agent went to the hospital. We have not been given an update on his condition. More gunshots rang out of the Metro Benning Street station the next day. Police arrested a 16-year-old after he wounded 3 people, including a 15-year-old police say he fought with before the shooting. Despite the violent 2 days for the rail system, Metro's boss offered words of encouragement to passengers earlier this week.
You're safe. Simple. And, you know, there's feelings and emotions around that, but we are safe. If you look at statistically probability of actually having an incident in Metro, it's incredibly small.
Meanwhile, there's mixed reaction from those who travel by Metro.
I'm not safety. I don't think so. People is very safe from the side of Metro. I don't want to say all of them, but some area is not as safe for the people.
Sometimes getting on at Metro Center early in the morning on the Red Line, it can be pretty packed, and sometimes you'll have some loud and rowdy people. But overall, I still feel pretty safe.
The investigation into Wednesday's deadly shooting here continues. At Metro Center Station, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. We got an update this morning. Take a look. A family lost their home and their 2 dogs after a fire in Chevy Chase yesterday. Those photos coming in from first responders in Montgomery County. They told us that they were called to Chevy Chase Road for a fire on the first floor of this single-family home. Thankfully, there was nobody inside of the home when the fire started in the kitchen, but again, the fire unfortunately taking the lives of 2 dogs. Montgomery County Fire says the blaze caused around $200,000 worth of damage. And first responders in Montgomery County also responding to a crash at around midnight on Sunday. Take a look at that one. A car flipping onto a telephone pole near Sandy Spring Friends School. 2 teenagers were stuck inside of this car after it came to a rest upside down, leaning up against the pole. Both were transported to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. And listen to this one. A middle schooler is in hot water this morning after school resource officers found him with marijuana edibles. The Charles County Sheriff's Office in Maryland tells us it happened at Matthew Henson Middle School.
So it started when officers received a complaint that the student was bringing the edibles to school to sell. The school officer confiscated the edibles and notified a parent of the student. That student faces discipline by Charles County Public Schools, and the Sheriff's Office is consulting the state's attorney's office over how they will charge the student. The investigation is ongoing.
All right, happening today, Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich hosting a forum. He wants feedback on how the county is going to spend its money for the next fiscal year. They're going to talk about the budget. The meeting will be held at 7 o'clock tonight from the Black Rock Center for the Arts. This is in Germantown. You don't have to go in person, though. If you want to attend, there is an online option through a link on the county's website.
And finding affordable housing is a problem for many apartment hunting in the DMV. The Prince George's County Laurel City leaders are now trying to offer solutions as some landlords raise the price for rent. DC News Now's Yamari Sase takes a look at a proposal that could slow down that practice.
My rent was increased by 54%. It was increased an additional $800 or an additional $1,000 to go month to month.
Kia Jefferson is one of dozens of Laurel residents struggling to pay rent as landlords raise prices. City leaders are now proposing solutions.
The biggest issue is agreeing on a rental cap percentage.
Some city council members want to place a 3% rental cap increase on landlords through what's known as the Anti-Homelessness and Displacement Act.
It lays out an exceptions process. It lays out, an exemption process.
After several conversations with renters and landlords, the mayor is considering a 4% cap.
I think that a fair median would probably be meeting in the middle at 3.5%, especially given that the landlord said they haven't passed 3%, and AOBA in writing said they hadn't passed 3.4 for their clients on average. I still want to go forth with a bill, that might not have the full support of the council. Waiting, doesn't help people that need help, immediately.
The Maryland Multi-Housing Association, which represents landlords and managers, say they've been studying the issue.
It offers services, the ability to employ individuals in the city of Laurel is going to be tied closely to your total, the revenue you get from the real property tax. Studies have consistently found that real property tax assessments fall precipitously under rent control.
And they're calling for other solutions.
Other policies that can be put in place that don't depress the rental market, that don't result in real property tax losses, that don't result in lost apartments, and it can benefit people here in Laurel.
In Prince George's County, Yamari Sase, DC News Now.